Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll ride the hot hand. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Hayden. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Ooh, the defense so lucky that was not a touchdown. The offense saw an opportunity to take a chance and take a shot.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense getting set for first down. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Handoff from the gun. Tackled after picking up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the back.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
He'll pull it on the read. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. The defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Bulls his way forward.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Got his man on the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, trying to find his man. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll go to the ground. Find some fresh air. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
That'll put a smile on the OC's face to get a little breathing room. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They go to the ground. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
On second down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He looks that one in nicely. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. They'll give it to him again. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Going up top on 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tulane. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Hayden. Forced out of the pocket. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Hayden. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He leaves it with his back. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Alabama pushing the tempo. On On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown tie! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Take over 1st and 10.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going up top. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Back to pass. It's Hayden. Unleashes one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. One more snap coming before halftime. DB's right up on the receivers. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. Across the 25, he's got room. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, Alabama 14, Tulane.
Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off.
Set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but
The 23.
round as he stopped at the 23. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what, I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion from the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. The give from the gun. No, he just flat ran over it. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Quarterback on the keeper. It's a fumble. Bounced right back to them.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the move at the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in third down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape. And then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on it because he slides to protect himself.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
To the ground, he's got it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The inside handoff. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters.
Score Alabama 14, Tulane 7.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He leaves it with the back. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, gave the defender the business. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? It's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UTSA has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They are up by 27 over Cincinnati. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes that Alabama offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Stopped after making the catch.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Hayden. Using the quick game. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Give to the single back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for him.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Tulane right back to the line. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
Dude, 4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for a 4th and inches every single time.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Right back to the well. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This offense has a 2nd down play. They're looking for an advantage to the right. At the 45, on his way. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Tulane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponents got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Hayden. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And he's got it inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Threw a pick last time, almost threw another one, but you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience.
None. Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the football, try to make plays. Like, listen, take the good with the bad, right? He's going to make some plays. He's going to give some away. Let's try to do a little bit more of the playmaking as opposed to giving it to the other team.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They're going to throw it again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
if we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Almost had the completion, just missed it. This looks like the regular kickoff unit coming onto the field, and I would think with just a timeout left at this juncture, you got to send the hands guys out and try to get an onside kick. Running the daylight from inside his 25. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite them. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in the most recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a W.
The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Leaves it with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
4th down coming up.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.